Hi viewers, welcome to the brand of your favorite show, Good Life. Good Life, as the name suggests, well, we all know the three major segments that we showcase you every day: fashion, home and food. But these three segments, വളരെ similar segments ആണ് നമ്മൾ എന്നും ഷോക്കേസ് ചെയ്യുന്നെങ്കിലും we have something everyday interesting adding on to each segment. Fashion learning, there is a big change happening in the fashion world. Home learning, how to decorate your home, how to design your interior and make it a better place to live. Or regarding food, നമ്മളുടെ ഹെൽത്തിനെ എങ്ങനെ നമ്മൾക്ക് ഫുഡ് ടേസ്റ്റ് ആൻഡ് ഹെൽത്ത് ബോത്തും കൂടി കമ്പൈൻ ചെയ്യാം, നല്ലൊരു ഫുഡ് എങ്ങനെ നമ്മൾക്ക് കഴിക്കാം, എങ്ങനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ഡയറ്റ് മെയിൻറ്റെയിൻ ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. All these makes your life really good. So these three major segments which we are going to showcase you today has certain interesting facts and knowledge which we would like to share. So let's stay tuned with Good Life. Hi viewers, welcome to the brand new episode of your favorite show, Good Life. So in Good Life, we are starting off with the fashion segment. We have someone really special to introduce us today. She is a Sri Lankan designer who designs a number of clothes and owns her boutique at Convent Junction also, which is actually a very famous one. So let's move on to her and let her introduce herself, more of the designs over here. She's a Sri Lankan designer specialist, so I have to add that because she's very much different from Indian designs and we require to ask her about how the Sri Lankan designs or the Indian designs or reverse way have influenced each other. So welcoming you on Good Life. Hi Maria.
Hi.
So I already introduced my viewers that you're a Sri Lankan designer.
Yes.
So first Rizal, I would like to ask you, I have talked to many Indian designers, they have always kept in mind about their fashion concept. So first itself, I would like to ask you about your fashion concept.
Yes, fashion according to me is the way of expressing the personality without having speak.
Alright, on what terms do you express your personality?
It depends on the person to person. Then I'm always following the first thing I follow, which is comfortable. So whatever we wear, wherever we go, our outfit should be very comfortable for us. Unless our mind will always go, it is correct or it is wrong, how to carry.
Yeah.
So no need of taking tension while wearing
You
a
don't
dress.
have to be conscious about what
Of
you're
course,
wearing.
of course.
You're just wearing one dress and you know you're
Go.
the best in it. So you don't have to actually worry or bother much about it.
Correct.
So that's the concept regarding fashion of how you carry yourself. Now moving on to, you're a Sri Lankan designer. So let me ask you, how far Indian designs are different from a Sri Lankan design? So what difference does it mean? Does it have a vast difference or?
Yes, there are few things I would like to say. Indian designs always influenced by the culture. So there are some restriction. As a designer, we have to think about the culture and we have to do something accordingly.
Oh yeah.
So whatever in our mind we cannot do with the client.
Yes.
So I have to follow the client details and which function they are going to attend and what is her personality, profession, that all the way I have to think. So it doesn't mean that I am doing something and they are carrying. So everything at a time, that is the best design.
Indian designs have been always influenced by culture. So traditionally, Indian designs means women. Women always wear saris with bindis, with lots of bangles. Such kind of ethnic wear is more prominent in Indian culture. Wherever
Yes.
they go for party, or if it's a mehendi or a sangeet or whatever is influenced in Indian culture, or their patterns or traditions or their customs in a marriage, or wherever they are, even though it's a spiritual function, we have always seen women dress so beautifully in ethnic wear. Provided the foreign culture creeped into, they started changing a bit. We started
Yes.
moving into skinny jeans, short skirts, or having a western attires, right? So as a designer, you have to be broad regarding your concept.
Yes.
Right, so you have to think about culture. But do you think this Indian culture actually restricts you from creating a lot of designs?
In some areas, not all the time, but it depends on the clients, what is there in mind.
Yeah.
3 years back I was in Kerala, but I have seen so many changes in this time. It's
Okay.
not like now is totally different than then.
Yes.
So the fashion is coming up.
Yes.
So there are so many changes and we have some freedom to do with few people, not all the time.
Yes. Like fashion, I always say to my viewers, it's always dynamic, it's influential, and also, you know, within these 3 years of time, there has been a vast change in people's designing, dress, and even today, the Muslims who were so conservative about their culture, who used to just wear or be themselves under those pardas, have now trying to come across all this, or, you know, change the barriers of all those conservative barriers, and they have come out trying to wear out something really new. You know, the Pakistani anarkalis which have been designed newly are available in
Arabic
all
designs.
Yeah, Arabic designs or the Arabic lachas. Those are the ones which Arabic women are trying to put on or trying to bring a new culture adding to it, due to which we also are getting influenced. So it's happy to know that fashion is actually influencing a lot of people. So designers can actually go on a very broad concept, and these restrictions also are actually broken from there. You can actually try to move on and make something new, right?
Yes, of course, that is our duty. As a designer, we have to change everything. Even I'm always trying to change the client's mind actually.
Yeah. So how far you have been succeeded in that?
Yes, now it's almost 3 years. Then it's very difficult. The first step, it will be difficult.
Yeah.
But after giving some tips and the way you look, this is the good way, this is the bad way.
The customer itself feels
everything.
But yes, they also feel they are, like, you know, because the fashion is changing, they want their girls or their family members or their loved ones to look the best when they go for an occasion. So what's your best movie regarding fashion, or fashion has based in?
Yes, I like Devil Wears Prada. That is the best ever I watched in fashion.
Oh, okay.
Then I love Meryl Streep. Then the character is very strong, and she's an ionic lady.
Alright, so you like the attires and everything in that?
Yes.
So do you like Indian clothes and Indian attires?
Of course, but I love Indian clothes in simple way.
Oh, okay.
There should be no much glittering. Then embroideries, of course, is a minimal things.
Yeah.
So comfortably to wear something Indian outfits. I love Indian
So
outfits.
the best thing you like in an Indian dress or a design is about the embroidery part.
Yes, I love embroideries.
And what do you don't like? What is that you hate in it?
Same thing. Embroideries we can take in a simple way, and I hate embroideries when it kills the personality of a.
Yes, when it tries to overtake the personality.
Yes.
Actually, embroidery and those all traditional works which you normally do on your attires are done to add on to the beauty of your person.
Yes, not to kill the beauty.
Not to kill the beauty. But overdoing it actually kills
they are hiding the personality, and the glittering part is visible, that person is hiding.
Yes.
So, which I don't like.
You know, it must always be on this note of simple yet beautiful.
Yes, correct.
Simple and
we have to improve their personality, not killing the embroideries by putting over glittering on them.
Yes, exactly. Certain things have always been trimmed in the Indian designing. So, what is that piece of advice finally you would like to give to our Indian designers?
Make the client very simple and elegant. Make them more beautiful. Try to make their personality without hiding the personality.
Yes, try to create personality in the person, right? So fashion designers to India and everywhere have always tried their best. They have introduced lots of fashion weeks, they have introduced lots of ramp works, trying to introduce dresses in everywhere, ethnic wear, casual, party, everything they have tried to introduce. So they have all the while doing their best, and that's why we look the best. So don't try to kill the personality, but rather try to create a personality in the person. So thank you so much for sharing your wonderful views, Maria ma'am, regarding fashion. It was a pleasure meeting you in Good Life Rosebowl. So viewers, I hope now you know what's the right thing in fashion. As she said, always try to create personality. It's never the height, or it's never the, you know, the color or the complexion that you have. It's the attire that makes you look more beautiful and the way you carry yourself. So thank you so much. So viewers, we are back to the very interesting and the very curious and delicious segment of Good Life. As you know, it's the food segment, and there are a large amount of variety of foods which I have to introduce to you, to the viewers today. So to introduce Iano and to speak about this, we have a very special guest. He is the proprietor of French Toast. We in the French Toast Panampally Nagarilla, very famous coffee shop cum restaurant. So he is Ayaz. Welcome.
Thank you.
So Ayaz, you have so many things displayed over here. As the name suggests, it's a French toast. So kekomadane, it seems to be, it's sounding yummy. So you have a French toast over here and also a green tea. So could you please explain about the process of how you make it and everything? It looks very delicious also.
Well, I'll start with the French toast. This is our flagship product. We introduced this about 6 months back.
Okay.
It's called a strawberry brioche French toast.
Okay.
Brioche is the name of the bread that we do here. It's basically thick slices on it, and it's got slightly higher butter content.
Okay.
The butter content is high so that it can, when you add an external element like say strawberries, it needs to suck in the strawberry flavor, and also you mix it with egg and a little bit of vanilla.
Oh, egg and vanilla.
Yeah. Eggy taste maatan and a vanilla pods it in the
Well, what's the main reason of adding strawberry behind it? Strawberry can have little vitamin benefits on it. Apart from that, what do you all know about it?
See, reason for adding strawberry is the biggest reason is that in all the products that we do, we try the most to keep it natural. In the sense, even if it's the cakes or if it's the vanilla, for instance, that we're adding in this, we don't add essence. Yeah, we try and avoid synthetic things. So we get vanilla pods from the market and squeeze out the vanilla, and then we add fresh vanilla. As much as possible, we try and use natural products. That's the reason we started with strawberry. And when we were trying it out, actually it was strawberry season.
Okay.
So in our R&D kitchen, this is the first thing that came up.
This became the famous, so
we started off with this. There are a few things like we've got mango French toast.
Apple.
We've got apple and cinnamon now, which is launched about 2 weeks back.
Okay.
We also have a savory version, which is with cheese, with chicken sausages, a very popular one as well.
This is a sweet version, right? So you have the spicy ones also, right?
Yeah, we've got a savory version.
Okay.
So in total, we've got about 8 varieties
of French toast itself.
Of French toast itself,
okay. So this is the flagship product. Okay, but this is sounding to be looking very delicious, and maybe by eating you seem to be more delicious. And you have a fresh cream also alongside with it.
Yeah, basically, see, a lot of people don't like too much of sweet. So what happens is when you add so many strawberries,
it reduces the sweet, trims out.
Exactly, yeah.
So it trims the amount of sweetness that you actually intake. And the juice around this, it actually the strawberry syrup.
It is the strawberry syrup, yeah. We cook the strawberry for a while, for close to 10 minutes. So that is cooked separately.
Oh, that is cooked
and then you add it on to the
brioche.
Yeah, why don't you?
Yeah, sure, I would love to. I'll take a piece of strawberry along with the bread. It isn't that sweet as you said, but yes, of course, the sweet has its own very delicious and yummy taste. Yeah, with the fresh cream I would love to, but this is in fact more than enough, I guess. It's very tasty, but you can add the fresh cream. Let me just give it a try with the fresh cream also. Separately with a cup, right?
It comes.
Unless and until customers demand that we require fresh cream, you don't add
it. We serve it with the French toast. Few people who like it with it, some people like it without the fresh cream.
Oh, fine. So this is with the fresh cream I'm gonna taste. More yum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, as you said, it's capable of leveling the sweetness,
yeah.
And the cream has its own taste, which seem to be really fresh, not the butter wala cream that we get in the markets. It's a pure cream taste actually.
It is, yeah.
And the strawberries, when you actually have it, you feel the real fruits that you are eating actually. You're not getting mixed up with those butter or the syrup that you have poured in. It has a very separate taste, and the bread is actually really soft.
Thank you.
So this is a wonderful and a very delicious sweet item. I guess you can have it as a dessert probably.
Yeah, I think it's a full-fledged meal. It's
maybe in the morning you can have it.
A lot of people come here for breakfast. Yeah, this is part of our breakfast menu.
Okay.
So we've got scrambled eggs, omelets, and things like French omelette actually.
Okay.
Not the American ones that you get here. So yeah, this is part of our breakfast menu. We get a lot of people who come in the morning for breakfast, sometimes in the evening for breakfast also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
You feel like having-
Evening for breakfast, maybe for the supper dekha. But
It
like,
is.
let me tell you, this is actually a full-fledged meal, but can be served as a dessert also. Just try it once, but
It
not
can
of
be,
this
yeah.
much content. Not of this much content. Maybe you could reduce the content with just one.
We have a lot of people coming here as groups, so they tend to, split it up.
Yeah, split
and-
it up among themselves, divide
But
among
two or three
themselves.
people,
Yeah.
it can fill up good 2 or 3 people. Okay, so the next product that we have here is our hot chocolate. We've got a lot of customers who specifically like this.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the thing with the hot chocolate is generally when you if you're in Europe, for instance, especially Paris, what they do is they cut out blocks of chocolate, put it in a mug for you, and give you hot milk, so you can stir the chocolate. You can see what it is that you're drinking, right? Also, idinda kuda when we serve milk separately, some people like hot chocolate extremely thick. Yeah, which is less milk content, a lot more chocolate.
Yeah.
Some people
like the
it
opposite way.
Exactly, yeah. So it gives you the freedom to basically
Okay.
do it the way you like. So what we do is we generally serve chocolate pellets. This is Kuwaiti chocolate.
Oh.
It's about 60 to 70% chocolate content, or pure chocolate.
Pure chocolate.
Yeah, and this also has a lot of health benefits. Huge amount of health benefits. Okay, so
Actually, there are people who are extremely hardcore, conscious about those diets. So they actually are, keep the chocolates away from there. They don't include it in the diet. But I say you have to include chocolates in your diet.
Yeah,
So we'll now just taste it. So you have put those pure chocolate. These are like coffee beans, right? First I thought it would be
Chocolate
coffee
pellets,
beans.
yeah.
These are, so what do you call for this?
these are chocolate pellets.
Chocolate pellets.
Yeah,
So-
sometimes we serve pellets, sometimes we just chop off the bar and put the bars.
Okay. This can be eaten like raw also.
Yeah, you can try it.
You can try it.
It's dark chocolate, so
It's
it's
dark
not
chocolate.
meant to be sweet.
It's not meant to be sweet, that's it. It isn't that buttery also, like normally which
It's not, yeah. Exactly.
Alright, so you're gonna pour this hot milk into those chocolate pellets.
Yeah.
It's very hot, I guess.
And
Just have
because
to
it's
stir
very
it
hot,
now.
yeah, you can have a look. See, if you stir it yourself, we can actually feel
Yeah,
the chocolate
see.
melting,
Yes.
right?
If you notice, these chocolate pellets are actually melting.
And then you
Like,
can stir it too.
Right away, you pour the butter into a very hot pan, and the
Yeah.
way it melts, the same way it's melting with those hot chocolates. You could give it to your kids, especially who doesn't like having milk and all.
Of course, yeah.
You could
It
make
is a big
these
hit
chocolates.
actually with it. You'd think it's very popular with kids, but actually a lot of grown-up women
Grown-up
are-
women, yeah.
are
Almost
bigger
it's very
fans.
famous among youth. Yeah, chocolate is something that we all love.
Yeah,
It's not meant for any specific group, right?
it's
When I
not,
can
yeah.
see the, the very old people having it.
We have a lot of people, yeah, across age groups who.
So yeah, it's melted. It's properly mixed also. I don't think you're required to add sugar in this because the chocolate
I
pellets
personally
are-
don't
add sugar
mix
to
sugar to this.
Okay. So I guess the hot chocolate milk is ready. So I guess I'm having a breakfast, a small breakfast.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna taste the hot chocolate milk. Yeah, pretty much. It's very yummy. I guess I'm gonna have, it's tasty like Bonvita or Complan or something like you're having. Very much equivalent to that. The chocolate pellets right away when you see it mixing up with it, you feel that you know what you're having it actually. That's
Yeah.
the biggest part in it. You know what you're having, how much quantity it is, then how you're mixing, how the chocolate is melting. Everything is actually clearly visible in front of you. So when you mix it with yourself and see, you have many chocolate pellets of different flavors.
No, what we do is we do a white chocolate version and we do the dark chocolate version.
Okay.
There are no flavors added to this. But the only difference is sometimes we cut from the chocolate slab and we have slabs in there, or we've got pellets.
And you don't require sugar as you said. Personally, I am also agreeing with that.
Yeah. I think it's just the right amount of
Yeah, this is the right amount of sugar because chocolate already has sugar content. Adding
Exactly.
again that to it makes it more sweet, especially with this very sweet French toast.
and less healthy also. I mean
Yeah,
sugar
it's
is-
very healthy also. Without sugar, I think things are more healthy.
So the final one is our ice blended drink. We've got 3 varieties of this.
Oh.
One is a vanilla based drink. The other is a cold coffee. Third one is this. This is the it's called the Java chip.
Java chip.
Yeah, it's basically again a cold version of the chocolate chip drink.
Okay, chocolate chip. You again have these chocolate chips mixed in this for the preparation, right?
Yeah.
All right.
This is a brand, in fact, that we import from the US. It's called Big Train.
Big Train. This is more thicker.
It's more thicker because you blend it with ice.
Ice, yeah. And you have the small icing layer also on top of it.
That's caused because of the ice.
Because of the ice.
This one on its own is a fairly good meal. I mean, you know, it's
chocolate itself is quite heavy. So a drink along with that, with ice blended. So after having a hot chocolate drink, I'm gonna drink a cold chocolate drink with ice blended on it. Pretty much the same taste.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, because the chocolate chips are the same. The only thing is that it's ice blended and very cold, but that doesn't mean that it's not yummy. It's same as that. All these 3 things were so delicious. I guess I don't know how to explain the taste. Maybe you have to directly come to French Toast and taste all this. It's really delicious, and I'm saying how much you spend on this is really worth it. You don't have to worry about your calories. You don't have to worry about being diet. Everything is pure. Everything is healthy. Everything is fresh. So what else do you want in food about that, right?
Yeah.
Alright Ayaz, so we had a wonderful meal over here in Good Life, and you made this moment really good with such a good amount of quality foods. Thank you so much Ayaz for sharing your wonderful views in Good Life. I hope you all enjoyed this segment very much. So come and try it out on French Toast, Panambli Nagar as soon as possible and grab the best you can.